Okay, so with your training, can you talk about how you found the school? Because we talked to a lot of people from various different backgrounds on the channel. For example, we just interviewed Caprice Coleman a couple days ago, and he started training in like '97 or something to
Yeah.
that effect. Obviously, the internet and everything was much different then than it was when when you started. Was it just a case of, hey, I'm going to look up a school on Google and then you found a place, or is it, hey, I have a friend who knows about this place? How did that happen?
I was looking at schools online because I couldn't find anything around me in Denver, and I was like, do I need to just like move cross country and like find a school somewhere? Like, go, I knew like Heath Slater had like a school in Atlanta. I was like, maybe I should just like move to Atlanta and try stuff there. And then I went to a local show in Denver called Lucha Libre and Laughs that still runs. I do their shows actually quite often now, and I remember watching the show and just being okay, like this, I could get involved in this. Maybe I can talk to someone that is here and see how I do that. So I talked to Nick Gossert, who is the promoter for Lucha Libre and Laughs, and he was like, "Well, go train at this place called the Butcher Shop." They still do training, I believe, but my trainer Lonnie Valdez is my trainer, and I don't believe he still. Yeah, I want to say that my class was actually like the last class that he trained, and I got really really lucky. Lonnie was a phenomenal trainer. He didn't he didn't end up traveling a lot like in his own career, but he was very athletic and like well rounded, and he was like a lot of trainers are like, you're going to learn this way, and this is how I teach it, and this is how it's supposed to be done, and this is what's right. But he was very like, as long as you execute it and it looks good and it's safe, I don't care if someone else gives you the tip. I don't care if it's not my technique, but I tell you, okay, we'll try it this way and it works. Like, what works as long as it's safe and looks good, that's what you should go with. And and yeah, so I started training literally like 2 days after the show with Lonnie Valdez, and I mean I had nothing else going on in my life other than work at that time and working out, and he was going through a divorce, and so we were just training pretty much like 5 days a week. They would have like three scheduled practices, and then like I would just call them up, like, hey man, I'm gonna be at the butcher shop. Can you come down? And so I was getting basically all these like one-on-one sessions, and I think that's really what kind of helped me learn so fast was I was just like I did like an intensive camp basically on how to learn how to wrestle type of thing.
How big was your class? Because I know that's something that it really varies. Sometimes you'll have literally 3 to 5 people in a group, and they're just learning under a trainer. And then you'll find some that actually have 20 people, 30 people, and then obviously you have the extremes like the uh, performance center, which has like 100 people. But
Yeah, so it was a smaller class. It was four people. Um, Only one of the other people still wrestles. That's Cody Devine. He's injured right now, but he's a good Colorado wrestler. He's mostly wrestled there, and he's done some like he's like wrestled Hood Slam and a couple places in San Diego and stuff like that before. But he's mostly like a Colorado guy. But it's still one of my good friends that I talk to quite a bit, and he's good. He's talented. He's stuck with it. And then there was Danny Troy, who I think he owns a gym now or something. He's like in crazy good shape, but he's been in the fitness world for a long time, and I think he just never quite like he was like already grown up with kids and well with a kid, excuse me. I think now he has multiples, but he basically I think kind of realized I'm never going to be able to dedicate enough of my time to this to really make it a thing. And so he quit quite a few years back actually. Probably he was probably like 2 or 3 years in, and then he quit.